Welcome back. I'm the Dr. Bob Lee, and our next guest is the director of the Connect Through Tech program at the DOROT, and she joins us today to discuss their work to address challenges of the aging population. We welcome Lorraine Novack Voytek. We welcome you to the show.
Thanks, Bob. I'm glad to be here.
Tell us about the great things that you're doing working with our aging population.
Sure. So DOROT is an organization that's been in existence since 1976. And we've been serving older adults and volunteers and professionals and all of that time. Our goal is to bring people together for social connection and the access to resources that allows older adults to live independently in the community.
DOROT, what does it stand for? How did you come up with the name?
DOROT is actually a Hebrew word, which means generation.
Generations.
Yes, all of our work is about bringing the generations together. So we have everything from the youngest of children and families, working with people all the way up into their hundreds.
You started this program, you said, a while ago, and has anything changed since the pandemic?
Yes. So everything at DOROT has, as it has in the rest of the world, has changed very much since the pandemic began. We think of this as a time of physical distancing rather than social distancing, because we really want people to still feel like they can be with their friends and their families, and have ways to be, active and engaged, with their community and with their loved ones. In the Connect Through Tech department, which is the programs we were going to focus on today, we've moved a lot of our programming that was happening in home to happening virtually. So we're doing a lot of programming over the phone and through video conferencing. And we actually have a very long-standing program that has always operated over the telephone.
And you do that because I know you were doing the weekly and monthly occasional one-on-one time opportunities with the elderly. How do you accomplish that now?
Well, so we actually run two programs. One of them is I think the one that you're referring to is where we bring volunteers and an older adult together one-on-one to learn more about technology. And that was previously happening in the home. So now what we're doing is we're matching people still, but the volunteer will call the client at an appropriate time, something that they've agreed upon. If the older adult is able and willing to be sort of coached through getting onto video conferencing, then we can do that, because that allows the volunteer to see what it is that the older adult might see on their screen that they're having a problem with their device. But if not, they simply speak over the telephone. It can be a little challenging, but our volunteers are all very well trained in speaking with late tech adopters, people who are not as familiar with technical jargon, and being able to do that while not sitting side by side next to each other, able to see the device.
And I guess the telephone is the easiest. I mean, they can do FaceTime, but a lot of elderly probably don't know how to do it, or maybe they have to be shown once or twice. Hit this FaceTime button right here.
I think that there are a couple of challenges, to that, but we find that it's not really based about age. We have clients who are, in their hundreds who are really tech savvy. And we have people in their 60s who are just learning how to engage with FaceTime or Zoom or things like that for the very first time. But the volunteers find all sorts of ways to do things. They use FaceTime. People that are taking pictures with their smartphones and emailing it to the volunteer or texting it to them. And sometimes we just simply talk, and walk people through, tell me what you're seeing, and, just use really descriptive language. And all of our volunteers know how to be able to talk to people about tech without sounding very techy, right? That's not a vocabulary that a lot of older people are familiar with. And so just, speaking in plain everyday language can still accomplish the same terms. It just takes a reminder to the volunteers to remember for them to
so you
use
iron
that
out
kind
a lot
of
of these challenges together. I mean, these are challenging times, so we have to learn how to iron them out. What have some of the elderly learned from your organization so far? Any good feedback?
Yeah, I think that there have been a lot of things. We've been really excited to see how many older adults are joining us by Zoom for the first time. A lot of people were previously coming on site to programs, and now, of course, they're not able to do that. And so they're learning how to use Zoom because that's the best way for them to see their friends and their facilitators and engage in the activities they always have. But our teleconference program, University Without Walls, has also seen a lot of people joining in for the very first time. So we find that people are finding new ways to engage. People who may have been coming on site are now using Zoom. People who may have been going to their local senior center and now they can't, and they don't have technology, are using our telephone program to be able to stay engaged and connected to other people.
I like what you're doing.
So do we.
Yeah. So keep doing it. We're with you 100%.
Thank you. Thanks for giving us a chance to talk about it today.
Yeah.
All of the programs are free, so people are always, welcome to join us. And they shouldn't feel that being home means being alone, or not knowing technology means being alone. DOROT will help them get through all of that and keep them connected and having a good time.
DOROTUSA.org. DOROT.
Yes.
Generations in Hebrew.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes.
But you don't
Lorraine
have to
Novack.
speak Hebrew to join.
There you go.
We welcome everybody from all backgrounds to join us and be a part of what we do. Our volunteers, our clients, our staff are all very diverse. And we're just looking to have just a broad sense of community here in New York and beyond.
And simply, we love you, we love you, we love you. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thanks for the time today.
Thank you. Lorraine Novack Voytek, Director, Connect Through Tech Programs, DOROT. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe. God bless.
Bye-bye.
All right, we'll take a break. I've got a whole lot more in store for you. Keep it right here on Open.